Hello, entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs. My name is Msizi Ndlovu, MSN. So today I am going to talk about 10 challenges that are faced by entrepreneurs. It is a continuous discussion from the previous video that I made about why businesses are failing. So this one in particular, I am going to be talking about, like the actual things that, people are really struggling with now. So let's jump to it. Let's see what goes there. So number one, you know, people they have so many issues that they have in their businesses, and sometimes they don't even know what to do and how to address all those issues. So I hope this list is going to sort of assist you guys in terms of avoiding all these things or try to sort them out as soon as possible. As soon as you start your business, if you could put these things in order, that would be great. And one last thing that I want to mention on this is the fact that you know that the business is like a baby. It grows with you. So you need to allow yourself to grow and also give a space to the business to grow. If you are wrong, make sure that you address those things that you are doing wrong. Even if the business is not doing something right, you need to see that, okay, these are the things that the business is not, aligning to. So please make sure that you understand all these things that I'm talking about. So the first thing that people who are running businesses are struggling with is cash flow. What do I mean by cash flow? They don't know how to manage their money. The money that is coming in, they use it for other things. They don't budget. They don't have like a structured financial plan to say, this is the money that I'm going to use for this month. This is my salary. This is for marketing. This is for, salaries for other employees and all of that. So the cash flow management, they use money as it comes. They don't keep it and use it where possible or when it is really needed. They just use it anyhow because they see that the money is coming in and they think they need to spend as it comes in. Whereas the business mindset, it doesn't really allow that. When you develop a business mindset, it talks about, trying to be uh, not stingy, but as wise as possible when it comes to money. Financial literacy. If you don't know how to make sure that your money flows in a certain order, you're going to have a problem in your business. So that's the first thing that many people are facing. Make sure that we address the issue of what? Cash flow management in your business. Number two, they are struggling with hiring the right people. This is the big one because the question is, how do you know if the person is the right employee? It's very difficult. So with this one, I would say outsource this kind of service. Give it to the recruiters, people who can actually deal with such things if possible. So where you think that you can't do it, just give it to people who actually can assist those people. It is very important to outsource if you don't have the internal skills in your business. It will save you a lot of time in terms of focusing on other things that you really need in your business. So hiring process, it takes time because you send out a post and then you get the CVs, you scan through all the CVs, you select people that you will interview, you then conduct an interview. After that, you select the person, you write, you give them the contract and everything. It's a back and forth and it takes so much time. And most of the time, if you don't have the right skill to spot the talent or to spot the skill that you need or the right person for that particular job, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. You're gonna actually hire people who are not very good, with the job, just because maybe they spoke very beautifully and you like how they spoke, but they don't have the actual skill that you need. So that's another problem that many people are facing out there. They don't know how to hire. Moving on to time management. Oh my goodness, entrepreneurs are struggling with managing their time. They have so many things that is happening. They don't even know which one is better than the other. They're just all over the place. So what I would say is set up your goals. Make sure that you prioritize. You set time limit. For instance, if you say from 9 to 10, I'm reading a book, that's what you do. From 10 to 11, you are now answering emails. From 11 to 12, you're now engaging clients maybe on social media or anywhere where you meet your clients, or you go out and meet them in the restaurants or wherever. So you set up time, you know exactly how you prioritize things. When do you set time to look at or to talk to your employees, to check on the progress? All of those things. Most of the times entrepreneurs, they want to be all over, they want to be jack of all trades, which you cannot really be, because the business on its own is tiring. So you need to make sure that you balance your time, you balance everything that you do, because you're going to be exhausted by the end of the day. You will think that you have done a lot, but that lot is not very concrete, it's not something solid that you have actually done. They always talk about quality versus quantity. So are you producing quality work, or it's quality, it's just quality, just adding numbers? So you need to make sure that you're producing quality, not quantity. So I hope that part is clear, entrepreneurs. And then delegation. Oh my goodness. Entrepreneurs, they are not good at delegating tasks. They think they can do everything themselves. Guys, you can't do everything. You cannot do everything. You need to find people who can assist you, so that you can use your strength, your skill on things that really matter, the things that you should focus on. So please make sure that you are able to delegate to people. Don't do everything yourself. You're going to get tired. By the end of the day, you're not going to be doing so many things. Delegate. It's very important. Choose what to sell. Oh my goodness. My goodness. At the beginning of every business, entrepreneurs, they are really struggling in terms of what to sell and how to sell it, and the positioning of themselves, the location, their target market and all of that. It takes so much time for you to do this. But what I would advise you to do in this particular factor is that you need to sit down and strategize, post whatever that you want to sell initially, and if you see that it works, then stick on it. If it doesn't work, then be able to change to another thing. Find something that you can do that you think, okay, I think this is my niche. If I post this, people are responding more. If I post this, not many people respond positively on this one. That's where so it's really difficult in the beginning stages in terms of like what service to offer. If you're an IT guy, you would want to do everything. You want to do website, email support, technical support. You want to do business cards. You want to do posters. You want to do videos and all of that. Because if you're an IT person, everything with computers. It comes naturally. You don't take too much time to learn it. So now you think you can you can do all of those things. Whereas if you can just focus on one thing, if you just say, no, you know what, I'm dealing with business cards. My target market is just entrepreneurs who wants to design business cards. That's it, nothing else. If you talk about business cards, that's me. If you're talking about anything else, no, that's not me. Even if I have the skill to do website, I can also support them technically, but at this particular moment, that's not what I want to do. So rather outsource the other things and focus on what you're really good at, which will save you much time, and find a niche, find the right people for that particular product or service. So it's very important to choose what you can do, even if you know a wide range of things that you can actually do, but focus. It's very important. Moving on, number 6, marketing strategy. Entrepreneurs, they have really bad social media platforms. They don't have a Google account, a Google AdSense. They don't have a Facebook page. If they do, they don't post regularly. They don't post weekly or daily. They don't have quality pictures. They don't have daily. They don't have target market. They have quality. They have bad quality pictures. Like it's so messed up. So what I'm saying to you, focus on your market. Know your target market, when to post, where to find them, how to talk to them. Position yourself. Marketing is key. If you perfected your marketing, your business will flow like water in the river. So make sure that you prioritize marketing and you know exactly who your niche is. Who are your people that you are talking to? If you don't know your people, then you might have a problem. Now, moving on, you need to also know your budget. Sorry, before I move on to this, you need to know how much money you can put in, for marketing. Not every marketing is free. In fact, if you need a good marketing, you need to pay. You need to pay for these Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube and whatever, pop-ups and whatever. You need to pay for all of those things. You need to be able to analyze the people that comes to your website, your traffic. You need to analyze all of that. So you need the skill. The skill comes from the strategy. So if you don't have the strategy to do that, you might have a problem in your business. So you need to have a solid strategy in terms of how you're going to go about that. Number 7, capital. My goodness, this is a huge one. Many entrepreneurs are struggling when it comes to capital. They don't know where to source the funds. Personally, I always tell people that number one, when you start a business, you need to save up. Save up for like the basic things that you want to do in the beginning stages. For instance, like business cards, hosting an email and website, registering the business. You need to have money in your account to open a business account. What else? Yeah, well, those basic things that you might need. If you are selling a product, you need to have a basic money to actually start that product or produce that product, buy raw material and create it or do it. So you need that money. If it's a service, you might not really need much, but it depends on the type of a service that you're offering. Anyway, so you need to have money upfront. But if you don't, you need to think about how you are going to source that funding. Are you going to use government funding? Do you know the process that it will take to get money from government entities? Do you know venture capitalists, angel investors? Do you know someone who could possibly assist you with the money to start your business? Are you going to loan that money? Are you going to go to the bank? Do you have a good credit? So you need to look at all these things. It is very important for you to think about capital. Money drives everything. It enables everything in your business. So if you get the money thing right, then I think your business would do good, because now you would only have to worry about the business model. You would have to worry about the things that you need to do consistently every day in order to grow the business. But the big thing you would have already covered, which is capital. Many businesses, by the way, guys, if I do my research, all businesses fail because of money, of funds. So if you get the funds right, if you know where to get the funds, how to get the funds, how to use the funds, then you should be good. And you need to keep your books. Financial capital is very important, which is money funding that I'm talking about. Human capital, the people. Who are the people that you need in the beginning stages of your business? Do you know them? Like the key people. Do you need the admin people or admin person first, or you need someone who's going to help you with the actual operations? You need to think about all of those things. So it's really important for you to play around all of those. Moving on, strapped budget. What do I mean by that? You need to work on a tight budget. You need to be able to weigh the things that you need to do with the money. Many entrepreneurs are struggling because they have a very tight budget, and you need to know how to use that budget to balance all the things that you need to do. Remember, in the beginning stages, you need to do so many things at once, and you might not have the money to do all those things. So what I would suggest that you do, you plan, you prioritize, you have high priorities, medium priorities, and low priorities. And then you know that, okay, I need to start with this. okay, this might just, you know, wait for 1 or 2 months. This one can wait for even 6 months or so. So you need to be able to prioritize, because if your budget is small, you might have a problem. So you want to, you know, prioritize and work on a tight budget accordingly. Now, moving on, number 9, it's business. Many entrepreneurs are struggling with this. The best thing to do on this is to look at what you've been doing over the years or over the months, and you say, okay, I've been updating my website every after 2 months or so. How can I increase that? And then you increase by maybe adding another week or another day in that particular time which you've been updating your website. If you've been updating for 2 months, now maybe you need to update every 1 month or so, or every week. Now you need to update. That is one, scaling up. Number 2, the product. You look at the quality. Now you look at the quality. What have you been providing, and how can you you know, increase the quality? You know, we're looking at iPhones and Samsung, the S series. These guys, they keep on coming up with these phones every year. They have you know, from about S band or S4, S3 band labo, S band. Manje, we are in sorry man, I'm an iPhone of iPhone 4, iPhone 5, iPhone 6, iPhone 7, and so forth. Now we are sitting on iPhone 12, and then Mobugi Samsung. Now we are sitting on ES21 Plus, no Pro, ban. All of those, it's the company growing every time. They keep on growing. So you as a company, how are you growing? What time does it take for you to grow? You need to look at all of that. So moving on to the last one, which is self-doubt and balancing perfection and progress. Many entrepreneurs, they doubt themselves in the initial stage of the business. Please do not doubt yourself. Don't doubt what you're doing. What you're doing is actually very good, no matter what is it, but I know that you grow from whatever that you are doing in the initial stages. Remember, if you don't start, you won't know how to even, you know, how to even avoid a couple of things or some stuff. The problem with people is that they rely more on the theories and what other people are saying or doing, other than, you know, practicing it themselves or implementing it themselves. If you do not implement things yourself, you might think that these things are difficult to do until you do it yourself and you see that, oh man, this is how this thing is actually done, and let me now do this and do that, let me avoid this, let me do this. And you know, you just think about um, like, if you don't do things practically and rely on what people are saying, you would always think things are difficult. And things are not difficult. They're difficult if you don't know what to do and how to do it. But the minute you practice, you do it over and over again, you become good at it, you perfect it. So what I would say is, don't doubt yourself. You need to have confidence. You need to trust yourself. Obviously, you need to, you know, be a humble person, be a person who can read situations. Uh, you need to be calm. You need to control your emotions, emotional intelligence. You need to, you know, psychologically, you need to be able to calm yourself. You need to talk to yourself before you say something to people. So don't doubt yourself. And then in terms of balancing perfection, you would never be perfect in the beginning stages. You need to start, you need to learn, you need to fail, and you need to fall very hard, and then you will come back very strong. So that's how life works. It's a science of life, unfortunately. That's how life works. You learn from failing. The only time that you would be learning how to do things properly, it's when you are failing. If you don't fail, guys, you're not going to succeed. It's simple as that. You fail, you succeed. You fail, you succeed, because you learn from your failures. Um, I don't know someone who is so successful in life who hasn't failed. I watched thousands of videos on YouTube. Trust me, all these people that I model my life from, people that I follow, You know, all these things that I'm telling you now that I learned from, they failed at one point. Some are billionaires, millionaires. Some people are doing quite well in their businesses. You know, they all failed at some point. Some they even sold their businesses. Some they lost their houses, their cars, everything. So you just need to start. Don't self-doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Perfect, you can't perfect things in the beginning stages. You need to monitor the progress. So the more you go, the better you learn. So that's how it is. That's the last one. So thank you so much, guys. Um, you know where to reach me. Social media platforms, Msizi Simon Ndlovu. Please do subscribe to this channel. Most importantly, please like it and share it with your people. Share with other people whom you know are running businesses or want to run businesses anytime soon. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I hope you learned something from this video. You know, I always try to bring in, you know, a good content that will really contribute in your business, that will contribute in your life personally. I try by all means to bring the best content as possible. I research around the world. Please do tell me what is it that you want to talk, what you want me to talk about next. I will certainly do that. Thank you so much. If you need more information about all these things that I'm talking about, if you want updates about my videos, if you want updates about, you know, my books that are coming, if you want updates about the guides that I create, I have the link below where you can register. And then every time I drop a video or I have a book or a guide that I want to share with you, even useful links and other videos, I will just, you know, email those things to you guys. So cheers. Hope to see you soon. MSN is out. Bye. Cheers.